Stop touching things.
Welcome to Sweet and Savory Lane.
Hi, my name's Chloe Lane and welcome. Today we're going to be making cream puffs inspired by Disney's The Mandalorian. They're going to be designed exactly like the child. Okay, let's get started. Now we're making the puff part of the cream puff. First you're going to preheat your oven to 425, and then while you're doing that we're going to be making a pat of sheet dough. First you're going to start with 1 cup of water. And you're going to do 6 tablespoons of butter. Got a little bit soft there. There we go. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Granulated sugar. There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't falling out. Then you're going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Then a full tablespoon of salt. And the key ingredient, just a really nice gentle pinch of nutmeg. Then we're going to be throwing this on a stovetop about medium to high heat, and then you're going to bring it to a boil. Okay, now that we brought this to a boil, we're going to add 1 cup of flour. There it goes. And you're just going to whisk that together with the freshly boiled mixture till it starts forming a dough ball. Yeah, there you go. Then on the bottom, you're going to notice that there's going to be a slight film forming while you're whisking this together. And that means you're pretty much done. Now you're going to add 4 eggs. There you go. And then you want to mix in 2 at a time. Now after a good few minutes of mixing, it should look nice, just like this. There you go. Okay, now we're going to be making the egg wash to go on top of our cream puffs. We'll start with 1 egg. And then 2 tablespoons of cold water. Throw that in there, and then you just mix until fully combined. Okay, now we're going to be piping this onto our parchment paper. I want them to be about 2 inches wide in radius and about 1 inch apart. So they're going to be expanding in the oven. Okay, now that they're all ready to go, I'm going to put them in the oven. We preheated it to 425. We're going to put them in there for about 25 minutes, And then after that, we're gonna take them out and make an inch wide puncture in each one. We're gonna put them back in there for $3.75 and let the door stay open about 3 to 4 inches ajar for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna be making our cream. We're gonna start with a heaping cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay. I'm gonna be taking 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. And then half a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna add this in now, and then we're gonna add another half a cup when it starts to stiffen. And then, most important part, a couple of drops of green food dye. So 1, 2, 3, 4. More than a couple, but we'll check it in a minute. Okay, now for the child's ears, we're going to take about 6 ounces of melted white chocolate wafers, half a teaspoon of coconut oil, and a few drops of green food coloring. We're going to put this in the microwave for about 40 seconds. Then we're going to stir in our coconut oil and then put it back in for another 20 seconds. Then we'll add our food dye. Okay, now that our chocolate's all melted, we're going to add about 2 to 3 drops of green food coloring, but if it's still not to the color or shade of green that you want, just add a couple more into it there. Okay, now we're going to set this to the side and let it cool until we put it in a piping bag to form the ears. Okay, now that our cream puffs are out of the oven, we adjusted the temperature to 375, and then we're going to make our inch-wide slits. And they're super hot, so be careful. Okay, now we're going to pipe Baby Yoda's ears. I took the chocolate after it cooled for a little bit and put it into a piping bag and made the hole pretty small so you have a little bit more room to work with. So to make this easier, you don't have to be perfect, just make a teardrop and then just kind of drag it out a little bit. Like, there you go. Okay, now that we're done piping the ears and you have your weird looking teardrops, we're going to throw them in the freezer until you're ready to assemble your cream puffs. Okay, and now we're going to assemble our cream puff. Just want to take a knife and chop off the top there. Doesn't need to be perfect. Put it to the side. You take your whipped cream. Just make sure you fill the inside and then give it a nice little looking head. There you go. And take your 2 mini chocolate chips, and then you're gonna give them a face. You're gonna find 2 matching-ish ears. Now here's our finished product, the child's cream puffs. Little Baby Yodas, whatever you want to call them. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. And please try and make these. They're super easy and super fun. Like, comment, and subscribe.